Dr. Amanam, where do clinical trials fit into a myelofibrosis treatment plan?
When you think about where we're at right now in myelofibrosis, I think from a scientific standpoint, it's really exciting. We're understanding this disease so much better. We have a much clearer picture of how this disease works. But with that said, unfortunately, when you look at the drugs that we have available to us, we don't really have that many still. And so clinical trials play a big part in this disease space because there's patients who are very advanced when we diagnose them, and our FDA-approved therapies may not really make a big dent in their symptomology, may not change what happens with the disease moving forward. And so clinical trials do give patients such as that an opportunity to actually get the disease under control.
Well, as you mentioned, patients participating in trials are key to moving research forward, right? Can you talk about the benefits of clinical trial participation? Even though it might
Yeah,
be scary for a lot of people,
right,
I
right,
think a lot of people still think, oh, I'm just going to get a placebo and it's
right.
not going to help me in any way. But that isn't really the case anymore, is it?
It's not the case. And I think the way that you can think about trials, we use trials to give therapies that we view as very promising to patients who fall in a gap. And that gap may be that even though we have FDA approved drugs, we know that those drugs really may not work for that specific patient. And so we have an understanding from either a different type of disease that's very similar to myelofibrosis or our scientific experience that there's a therapy that will work. And we want to use trials to be able to give that patient a chance to kind of get over that hump. And so in today's era, we don't structure trials around therapies that we don't believe actually work or getting patients in trouble down the line. And so we really, really do believe that our trials are kind of an extension of what we have currently on the market. And so it is a part of our everyday armamentarium to fight this tough cancer.
What would you say to patients who are hesitant in participating in a trial?
One, I really want to get a clear sense of what their hesitance is. Is it that the trial would put them at higher risk for some sort of toxicity? Is it that they're worried that there's some other therapy that's out there that potentially would give them a better chance at fighting this disease? The third part of it, the unknown is always scary for many people. And I think my job is to be a part of a patient's team, talk through those concerns, get a sense if this is something that really is the best thing for them, or do we have something else that might be a better option? And, unfortunately, there are some instances where I do believe the trial is the best option for a patient, but the patient does not feel comfortable, and we have to go down another path. And I will never, and all of us, we will never force a patient to go down a path that they don't feel comfortable with. We all believe in patient autonomy, but there are some instances where the trial may be the best opportunity. And I will do my best job to advocate for that and come to a decision together with the patient.